We just claimed Kasperi Kapanen.
What? All
right. Liam's made the breaking news sound. And yes, the Edmonton Oilers have claimed forward Kasperi Kapanen.
I swear they're only doing it because he plays for St. Louis.
I was going to say, take that, St. Louis Blues.
Yeah.
Suck it.
The St. Louis Blues
One
realized they had a better, younger version of Kasperi Kapanen and Dylan Holloway, so they put him on waivers.
Oh, boy.
Edmonton picking him up. Cap it of $1 million.
Oh, is that it?
Stop it.
I thought he was $3 million.
No, he's back on a cheaper deal.
We'll take him.
That's actually, I'm in on this now.
Maybe they'll just keep him for a game
We're
and
like
then
the
send him back down.
sixth, like reclamation project for him.
The third.
The third. Which, and how old is he?
He's only 28.
Exactly.
So he's 1 goal in 10 games this year.
Pretty good.
Coming off a year where he scored 6 goals in 73 games.
Interesting. I'm in still.
Why?
It's been,
I don't know. Why not? Like, they need a 12 forward tonight. Maybe they're literally just keeping him for 1 game and then sending him back on the waiver wire.
it has been 6 years since Kasperi Kapanen scored 20 goals in a season. Oh boy, I'm starting to like this less and less, guys.
Well, duh.
But what? It doesn't matter. If he's $1 million,
yeah, it does not matter.
Might just keep him until Arvidsson's healthy and then send him back down.
Which is probably what they're going to do.
How does it affect our waiver position?
No.
Okay.
Doesn't.
It's a fantasy football GM and me asking.
And you know what? Decent point. Decent question. I think you were not the only one wondering that. But Kasperi Kapanen, he's a right winger. So I think this is pretty obvious, or it's obviously an Arvidsson cover, but it also makes me sit here and go, oh boy, is Arvidsson hurt more than we think? Because it's been day to day for about 10 days now. I would also add,
why on the LTIR? Let's go. Let him rest.
I mean, there is that too. You could retroactively do it, and you're about halfway there to how long he'd have to sit on LTIR. So there is also that. Boy, this is an interesting one because Kapanen's not that good anymore, but he was good at one point. Maybe he needs a change of scenery, but he's had multiple changes of scenery. I like it because I like shiny new toys. I don't like it because the player's not good, but I like it because he's cheap. Also, kind of looks like Liam. Can you pull up his NHL.com headshot?
No.
Are you looking at him on NHL.com?
Yeah, my mustache is way better.
I see some,
there's some curls there.
his NHL.com one it's got some longer flow to it.
Well, he got claimed off waivers by the St. Louis Blues in 2022-23. In 23 games, had 14 points for them. So maybe he's one of those guys where like the change of scenery is good
for a second.
A small sample size. What are you humming at?
Someone said something in the chat, but now I want to check. Did the Oilers? They wouldn't have skated today, right?
Oh, someone said Jeff Skinner was on the second line.
I know, which is why I thought they skated today, but I don't think they do because it's back-to-back games. Connor Brown went down a little bit last night early in the game. Yeah, I know he played the rest of the night, but maybe it's one of those things where maybe Connor Brown is even 50-50.
So this is just we need a warm body move.
Well, Bob just tweeted.
Okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
He said Kapanen has some pace to his game and has seen PK minutes in Toronto and St. Louis.
Okay,
PK is 100% in 4 games.
Listen,
straight.
I don't hate this because it's risk-free.
I agree.
Like if you don't like him, you put him back on waivers, and St. Louis probably takes him right back because they would put him in the minors or whatever, right? So yeah, I think it's fine. You need a warm body. This guy, granted, 6 years ago had 20 goal potential, though he did score 15 in 63 games a couple seasons ago. So if he can kill and if he can bring you some amount of energy, it's fine. I do think, and people in the Odd Company YouTube chat are making some comments about this. Brandon, bring up Philp again. Calvin S. How about Philp? Even Drake from Calvin. Sure. And I get that. Like I want Noah Philp to be here over Derek Ryan still, because I think the lack of speed is continuing to be a little bit of a problem, and not necessarily speed in the sense of breaking into the offensive zone or straight line speed, but speed in the sense of like getting to dangerous areas fast. Like that's something the Oilers are very clearly struggling with right now. And we'll talk about that a little bit in the game last night. But if you're just popping in, John makes a good point. Hamblin's hurt right now. There also is the point of they have like no forwards in Bakersfield
because so many guys are hurt.
so many guys are hurt. So that might explain it, because there is, again, another part of me as we digest this live on the air. By the way, if you would have asked me an hour ago, hey, what are the chances the Oilers claim Kasperi Kapanen? I would have been like 1%. Like I wouldn't have expected it.
Now he's an Oiler.
Yeah. Why would
jersey? Who's getting a jersey? You getting a jersey?
Oh,
if he scores?
If he scores tonight, he'll get a jersey.
Let's go.
Oh, I regret saying that. No, I won't.
I will.
You will?
Okay, you're in.
Why not? I mean, he's got 1 goal all season. I feel like my chances are pretty good, but
some could say he's due.
Real or fake? Because you could get fake.
Fake goal?
Whoa.
Fake jersey.
Real.
No one does that.
No. You go to Sports Closet Studio and you do it like a,
The other layer of it, sorry, for Bakersfield, they're currently playing.
They're on the ice right now.
They're on the ice right now. It's been an eventful first period.
Okay, wait.
It's 1-0 to Abbotsford, and there's been a fight. Phil Kemp.
Where did St. Louis play most recently? They were in Carolina the other day, but they traveled back home. So I thought maybe it would have been very funny if they were like in Toronto tonight, and it was like, Captain, we're like, we need a body now. Yeah. Bakersfield,
just get a 2-way train ticket, in out, via Blue again tomorrow.
All right. So the Oilers claim Kasperi Kapanen. Who knows if he's in the lineup tonight? I would imagine it'd be pretty hard to, again, can you get him from St. Louis to Ottawa in 6 hours? Like maybe.
But maybe he was claimed 3 hours ago. Like, I don't, not knowing how like the reporting.
No, usually the player usually finds out at noon.
Oh, wow.
What?
With connections, it's an 8-hour flight.
They might be able to hook something up, though. Can you get him to somewhere close and have him drive? Can Kapanen take the train from Toronto?
I feel like
that's like 3 hours.
Then we're hooped. We'll have more on this in a
what
bit.
If he joins us?
The flight from Ottawa to St. Louis can't be more than
4.5 hours.
The drive?
Fly.
No,
that's what it says.
There's no.
But he keeps saying
way.
He keeps saying connections, so I don't know how to do it without connections. So let's say it's 3 hours.
Like flight time.
No, it's got to be, dude. You can get from Toronto to Chicago in like an hour and a half.
Go flight time or something.
Oh, here's a comment from Ryan.
Time.
Oilers claim Kapanen. Thanks, Ryan.
Well, we've been talking about flying for the last 10 minutes.
Come on.
What do you think we've been talking about flying somewhere from St. Louis, Ryan?
Like a Google flights. You got to be like,
how long does a flight? An hour and 7 minutes.
There it is. It's close.
Kapanen's playing tonight.
Good.
DK, fire up the PJ. This team ain't going 11-7 anymore.
Maybe 10-7. Jeez.
Yeah, boy, injuries.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you like that video, then you need to be subscribed to the Oilers Nation YouTube. Podcasts, live shows, exclusive interviews, and analysis. Everything you need from your favorite voices at Oilers Nation. And you don't want to miss any of it, so hammer that subscribe button.